Hey everyone, it's Sam here. Thank you for watching. So today I'm going to show you how I've made this milk carton gift box. I wanted to change the box that this chocolate bunny came in, just so it matched all of my other Easter projects that I've made and the hampers or the baskets that I'm putting them all in. It's really easy to make, and I'll talk you through all of the steps. I've done this for Easter, but you don't need to use it for Easter, and you don't need to cut the aperture out. It's just a nice size gift box as well. So let's get started and I'll show you how to make it. So this is the Thornton's chocolate bunny. These are delicious. Thornton's chocolate's lovely. These were £2 from B&M. I actually picked up their own brand ones first, which were £2. And as I was looking around more, I saw the Thornton's ones and I thought, and they looked nicer as well. So I thought, no, I'm going to get those, but I'm going to change the packaging. So the box is pretty similar in size. It's just a smidge smaller. I've just rounded off the measurements so they're a little bit easier for everyone to follow. But yeah, I just thought it was a fun way to make that look a little bit more special, really. So yeah, they should still be in B&M if you've got one, so hopefully you'll be able to get hold of them if you want to do a similar project. And then it's all in the plastic, so I'm just going to slide that into today's box. So I've used, to cut the frame, I'll show you how, because this is a piece of 12 by 12 cardstock, which obviously you can't go through a die machine. Even if you fold in the size, it's not going to work. So I will show you how I created that by cutting it freehand. Papers, I've used the pastel gingham and tiny polka dot set. I've used this for a lot of the Easter makes. I've used my corner punch just for this frame here. So again, completely optional. And then these are all the pieces here. So we'll go through the scoring first, because there's a lot of the rest really is optional. So you want a piece of 12 by 12, and along one side here you're going to score at 2 7/8, 5 3/4, 8 5/8, and 11.5. And then rotate it so the 1/2 inch tab is along the top, and you're going to score at 1 inch, 2.5, and 9 1/8. Done all of those measurements so it fits that chocolate bunny that I've used. Okay, so that's all the scoring. You want to fold and burnish those lines. Okay, so with the 1/2 inch tab on your right hand side, we're going to work within the second panel. So you got 1, 2, 3, 4. That second panel is where I want to create my aperture. So I've used these dies here to draw around, and then just the smallest one to cut the frame. So this one here, I'm drawing around the inside, so it's 2 1/8 by 4 3/8. I'm just going to position it more towards the top. I'm going to make sure I've got enough. Make sure my frame sits in there nicely. So about there, because the bottom is where I've created all of this scene here. Place that down, and then just using a pencil, just draw around that. Okay, I'm now going to cut that out, and I'm going to cut slightly over the pencil line. So just punch a hole in the middle, and I always go up to each corner. Again, it doesn't matter what any of this looks like, it's all going to be covered. This is again only if you want to create this aperture on this larger piece of card. And then again there, just cut into the sides a bit. It just makes it a bit easier for you to get into. And then, like I said, I'm going to go over the pencil mark by about 1/8 of an inch, and then cut it all out. I've then cut this piece, which is 2.5 by 4 3/4. And then I've cut this die into the middle. So this is smaller than the aperture that I've just cut. And this is 1 7/8 by 4 1/8-ish. So that's going to stick on top of there. But before I stick that on, I want to back it with some acetate. So you just want to cut yourself a piece of acetate that's going to cover your area that you've just cut. So I'm just going to take some red tape and just run it around the frame. Okay. And now I can stick the frame on. So I've already popped the tape around the sides there. Okay, so now that is all ready for us to stick together. So with the 1/2 inch tab on the right hand side there, you're going to cut up all of these score lines at the bottom, but just to the first score line. And then at the end here, just remove that completely and cut a little wedge off of there. This one, just fold that square up, but all the others you just want to take a wedge off of the corner. Okay, you should have something like that. And then I come along the side here and just remove, well, you want to cut down past the first score line down to the second one. Just remove that and again cut a little bit off of there. And then now along this side here, you want to cut down past the first score line and down to the second. Do that on all of them. And then this one and this one, you're going to cut the top part off. It's right across. So you should have something like that. And then to decorate the sides, I've got 3 pieces. You may want 4 if you've not cut your aperture out there. I've got 3 pieces of the polka dot in the blue, and those measure 2 5/8 by 6 3/8. And then I've got these 2, which are going to go in there and there, and they measure 1 1/4 by 2 5/8. So I'm going to stick all those down. Okay, so now we can start putting it all together. So you want to take your glue and run it all down this tab here. Flip it over, fold over that panel and the one with the glue. What you might want to do is just put something under there for the minute, just so you don't get any glue on your acetate, and then fold that one over. And then with the base, so this one here is the solid square one, so stick the back one down, and then your glue. This is the construction glue, so if you are putting something heavier in here, this is going to help support that. Like so. Don't worry if it's crooked at the minute, because once you add this one down, it will square everything off, like so. And then just flip it over, and you can go in there and make sure that's all secure and the glue spread out. I'm then going to take this one, slide that one out, and slide it straight into here. There we go. So it's got a bit of room, but it won't move around too much. They're going to fold in, and then these ones will join together like so. Okay, give your acetate a little wipe. I've cleaned the inside already, but I'll wipe the rest in a moment. I'm going to put a hole punch in mine and secure it with ribbon, but you might just want to put a hook and loop behind here. Just mark where you want your eyelets to go, or punch a hole. I think that's about right. Okay, so keeping those pinched together, I'm just going to use my punch here, like so. And then I've got some gold eyelets here. I've got 4 of them. And then I've got my ribbon. I'm just going to feed that through and tie a bow. And then what I also did is just cut So they've got like a little angle there. You don't have to do that, but just keep them pinched together. It's up to you where I've come in maybe, I don't know, what's that, ½ an inch, and then down to the fold there. There we go. And then I've got my decoration, so I'm going to have pretty much the same, I'm going to have the sentiment the same, but with the grass. So this is all in that kit, which will be linked below. It's with the Papercraft Essentials magazine, but I thought it'd be nice to do a carrot patch. So I was going to have a bunch of carrots coming out of grass. I thought it would look quite cool. So I'm going to have 2 stuck on the front and then 3 on the back. So I think stick the grass down first. So just pop some foam on the back there. Put that down. And then put 1 in the middle first. And then either side, and then 2 on the very front. And there's the finished box. I love the little carrot patch. I think it looks really, really sweet. So just a, you know, it's a really easy gift box style. It can be used for anything, but I just wanted to change the box that these came in and just make it a little bit special, I guess. So thank you as always for watching. I will link as much of the product that I've used in the description box below. If you've enjoyed today, give me a thumbs up and consider subscribing if you haven't done so already. It really does help me out. I'll have some more Easter tutorials popping up now if you want to go and watch those next. And I'll be back again very soon. Take care. Bye.